Hey, I'm Alice, I'm from House of Travel, and we're a UK-based travel agency specialising in Walt Disney World and Universal Florida holidays. And I'm here to answer the question today, how far is Disney World from Universal? It's actually quite a difficult question to answer because Universal and Disney World as entities are quite big areas. Disney World is actually 43 square miles, which is roughly the same size as Manchester. And Universal is set over a fairly sizable area as well. So saying how far it is a tricky question to answer. From park entrance to park entrance, or park area to park area, it's only around about 9 miles, which is a 12-minute drive. However, if you're coming from the back of Disney World to the back of Universal, it can take 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. There are actually several ways to travel from Disney World to Universal. There aren't any shuttle buses per se, but there are other ways you can get there. Possibly the easiest way to get there is to travel by taxi, Uber or Lyft. It can range in price from as little as $12 to $15 up to $40 to $50, depending on the car type, how many people are travelling, and also obviously where you're going from and to. But on the whole, if you're travelling from resort to resort, perhaps you're staying at Adventura and you're switching over to Pop Century, it takes around about 20 minutes in the middle of the day. We always recommend travelling out of peak times so you don't get caught in that traffic. Obviously with Uber and Lyft you're paying before you get in the car, so it's not as bad as travelling with a taxi on a meter. You can also hire a car. There is public transport available, although more difficult to access, and if you have lots of cases then that might be a bit tricky. If you are hiring a car, you do have to pay to park at Universal, even if you are staying on site, and that includes the resorts and the hotels. Whereas if you're staying at Disney, you don't. If you're staying on site, parking is free at the resorts and free at the hotel. Same as if you're driving with your own car. So it may be worth considering hiring a car once you've done your Universal stay and you're moving on to Disney. But they're not far apart, they're not difficult to move between. So if you're staying at one and transiting to the other for the day, that's really not a problem. Thanks so much for watching. If you travel to the link in the bio, you'll find an exclusive Walt Disney World Resort Planning Guide, which is packed with over 30 pages of tips, tricks and hacks. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!